front of something. Now, this is the one way where you can kind of shrug off the Sejuani ultimate. You stand the Alistar in front of it, and you pop the ult to kind of like use ult for ults.
Get here in time, but they're still thinking of diving this. There will be a 2v3.
No, they're not looking to dive. I think they just want to stop IG's bot lane from getting XP. Now Arn's away from turret, has to flash away. GLFS is here, though.
There's the turnaround. This is what I was worried about. The body block is solid. Double headbutt into a pulverize. Gets something to work with. There's a teleport in from Nani, though. Gets tricky. Damage onto Vampire is big. First blood as a flash to the sky, but Nani gets so much value. It all goes so very wrong for Thunder Talk.
You took the barrier in mid lane. You don't have that global. IG, they outlast the pressure in bot side, and they get themselves, even though the wave is lost in mid lane, Nani gets himself 2 kills off the back of this, and that is more than a worthy trade.
Just saw Griffith passing the other way. They will get a kill in mid lane as a result of all of that, so they do trade back somewhat. That's important. But
well, that's very important. Get himself another back, and they're going to go towards now the bot side of the map. TT have the control over this bot side river, though, which is better than their situation in top side. Vampire still going to throw through the solar flare.
Oh no, the shock blast was blocked by plants. It doesn't work out as well as they're hoping, and now the turnaround of the Stranglethorns is good. They lose the dragon, and they lose a kill.
Vampire finds the ult, but he can't gain the follow-up after that point. He has dominance in his top side, and also he has the barrier. Needs to be careful, though. Doesn't have a cleanse. Needs to dodge out the skill shots.
They were aware of it. There's a flash on in. Still lands the ultimate, though. Flash out from the solar flare, but the Zenith Blade after this UCal in a 1v3 in the blink of an eye goes down.
So, lead up to Herald. YSKM gets chunked out, but UCal on that, so that'll definitely go down. But I think that TT will get themselves at least clean bot tower take as well. The 6 groves making their cross map easier.
You can see that UCal thought he was fine. He's chunked out his lane opponent. There's no one here. To push the line because they really felt like there wasn't many other options.
So TT have a couple of options now. They can go heavily towards bot side. GLFS going towards top side instead. Feather has himself... You can't really combo onto an Alistar with ult and the passive item as well. So IG, if they had left towards to go towards Dragon, they would have given up mid lane turret. They go towards top side instead to try and get themselves something here. They're trying to get themselves a point where, of course, the Herald can end up being a bit of a cannon minion itself. Vampire misses the ult.
That's unfortunate. The turnaround with the flash pulverized means Vampire again faces the sunlight. Down again. That one goes towards the Zyra. Beichuan sidestepping everything, and then the follow-up is beautiful.
That should give up the mid lane turret, I think. Two big ults!
That's a huge turnaround, but wait, hang on. The damage afterwards still pretty big from TT. The satchel from Feather back towards the turret is nice as well. Stays alive, 1xn. Lots of low health bars to play with, but can't land a kill.
The lane is looking to try and get some poke onto Nani. Beitron bitter over eager there. With Beitron punished by his opposing number.
A little bit unfortunate there. Could have been a tower for them. That's quite happens all the while. The Lucian gets tower on top side. Flash comes on in, but another fantastic Stranglethorns. Teleport behind. Vampire in danger. On also now a threat. Griffith throws a Smithy of an ult.
That is just at a complete right angle. IG managed to wave clear through mid lane because Arn has his ult still available, but IG, they cannot afford these mistakes.
Hoya, you're going to be in a 1v2 pretty shortly here. This gets very scary very fast. Gets a decent cask option, but there's no real way to escape here over the wall. Beitron coming on down. Nothing to save. Misses the E because it's just too short, and that's an overstay from Hoya.
It is. He potentially could have...
because Jax having been given a kill towards that bot. I believe they're the one that picked up that kill against Hoya is in a great spot now.
I think IG, the fact that they've held on to this mid turret flash makes it so much easier. Feather has his celestial opposition taken away from him. When's the next big ultimate coming through?
Beitron will go and try and ward out YSKM. There's Dragon down about 6,000 HP. Hoya on a flank of his own gets hit by the Glacial Prism, but Zonya's so much of the damage. Hoya can look to cast, try and get away. He's actually going to be chunked pretty low. Stays alive, and the turnaround damage is big. Mega Inferno Bomb into 3. YSKM flashing the headbutt pole. Gets onto Hoya. Now they're getting to get some damage back as TT try to play this one out. The Stranglethorns are solid. Griffith flashing on out of that one. The culling is doing some work, but not quite yet. Another pulverize from Feather, who just doesn't miss this series. The damage from the AD carries will surely run down the Jace. The defender of tomorrow broken today.
Thunder Talk Gaming, they have looked for the flank, they found it, but through the heroics of Thunder Talk, it was not enough. Zyra's gonna melt this Baron, and Feather on the Alistar, really the hero of the play, gonna stop this steal attempt coming through from GLFS.
Gonna hope so. Feather's holding on to his ability to prevent Griffith from getting anywhere near this. It goes down. There was no smite, I'll note. This is getting pretty dicey. Feather likely to die here. Will try and headbutt someone and gets another double pulverize.
Oh, folks, 0-7s in chat for Feather. Completely winning that, and a sad fail flash from Arn means that he's left to dust as well.
That feels so good. The other thing is UCal and 1XM were largely untouched, and a Lucian and an Ezreal with low health bars at the end of a fight, it's always going to be difficult to escape from them. And now the Baron is through, and now they can continue to shove on for a bit more. Yes, they don't have Soul Point, but that map control they were struggling to have before this is now theirs to take.
TT, it took him a long time to overcome IG, and particularly Arn. I think Arn has had a good game despite that failed flash. He held open on to that mid lane turret for as long as humanly possible, but TT, they outlast that. And now with the Baron buff coming through, it should be so hard to defend against those 6 grubs with the wave clear, meaning much less against the Baron minions.
They will do their very best, but again, their range is interesting this game. The Jace and the Ziggs, solid of course, but Ziggs will struggle more into the Baron minions, and especially with the HP, you can't one-shot the minions of the Jace either. You need to start queuing on in to deal with that with your hammer form as well, and that is just very risky at this point. So the wave play is going to be a little reliant on going through a few more rotations than you'd normally like.
GLFS going forwards, and the Stranglethorns come back down to bring him down to earth.
The Mega Inferno Bomb afterwards comes out, but it is just not enough at this point in the game. They lose a turret, they lose their jungler. YSKM going to get chunked out by a barrel as well, and now they're down a member as the shove continues.
GLFS doesn't even pull out that ult. We're not really sure what he was looking for. He's had a bit of a difficult game on this Sejuani too. IG, as soon as that Baron went down, it became so much harder. TT going to walk towards the bot side now, use the last bit of this Baron buff to get themselves probably a 5,000 Baron power play. You rarely see them reaching towards quite that level. Massive breaking open of this game from TT. It will I think UCal and 1XN have had fantastic positioning. UCal, just as we speak about it, doesn't even need to cleanse, buys both of the ultimates. Once again, a swing and a miss. You don't have combat stats, you don't have ults. IG, you need to retreat. And the Blast Company just killed the AD carry!
1XN survives, and now IG in desperation stations. This ship is sinking, and it's a torpedo from Thunder Talk that might be doing the damage. Turnaround is good. YSKM on the flank. Could be dangerous on space one. Ghost Golden. Feather. Low. This could be a problem. Maybe IG can still make it work. They're so low. YSKM goes down to 1-4 right now, but UCal in danger does not go down. 1XN gets another. Hoya finally falls, but the damage is well and truly done.
The ultimates went astray. They ended up failing their retreat, and so much HP, it was never really close.
Unfortunately, on the other side, I just watched Nani fail the shot blast to kill out the Zyra.
Vampire's dead again. A bit of a difficult point. We're going to go towards this again. He's away from his team. Look, at this point in the game, you're an engaged support that's behind. You have to get vision down. Sadly, all of the carries can kill you. I don't think this is it. Dragon, probably the last dragon of the game, let's be honest, folks. If it goes to another dragon, IG have pulled off some miracles. TT, they're going to potentially go towards that Baron on the top side. Bit of a switcheroo around this entire map. Go towards mid lane instead. Arn has to throw the ultimate for wave clear. IG, if they're using ultimates like this when they're already behind so much gold, how is the fight's going to look when they don't have those extra abilities?
It does kind of get some chunk onto 1XM, but has a cleanse and will be just fine. Stays alive, and the triumphal roar keeps him topped up anyway.
And this is a big problem. TT, you know, they can sit here now. Pulverize comes in.
Just about. There is that fraction of a second there, which normally is pretty hard to do against the Alistair, who's very good at those. Hoya, though, face checks 4, goes golden, buys some time, but the blast going to take it away. No realistic way to go anyway. Actually goes flying on in, interestingly, but will die. That is a break of one of those Barons.
So, YSKM has flash, has ultimate. They're using that big ultimate. 1XN, no cleanse.
Feather in the backline trying to do some damage, but remember the stakes are so high. You're in Alistair. We know that's a dangerous point of view. Still continue to go on forwards. The damage is huge. They lose 1, make that 2 on the side of Thunder Talk, but they are still going to break into the base.
They lose 2, but the damage on UCal is still insane. Yes, Barry has flash.
Gotta do so much damage. It's 1v3, and he does not give a single damn.
UCal is so much damage. It doesn't matter that you've killed even 2 people. That was a good fight from IG. They pick up too many corridors. Feather also trying to get himself into a strong position. Griffith, as you're rightly saying, looking for that engage, looking for the flank. YSKM, no flash, but looking for the same.
It's on to bait one again. This time goes golden. Saved it for this final moment. Dragon goes down. Soul secured. Damage onto Feather. Does not go down as the Stranglethorns come flying across, and the light is finally snuffed out. They thought they might have a moment, but there is just nothing left in Invictus Gaming, their namesake ally this time around. As Thunder Talk walk the walk, lightning follows their footsteps.
UCal with the triple kill to end things off. It's a bit of a prodigal son moment for him. He has struggled so much across this year, but as it comes to really come to terms with this Nirvana group, the importance of this stage of the Rumble part of the LPL tournament, he stands up. He is accounted for. TT, take the series.
11-1 on Lucian. It's a huge game from UCal. The rest of the team playing out a fantastic early game snowball in terms of a